Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rendell, and this is going to be a very quick video over the essentials of Blackboard. I'm designing this video to try and help you navigate. So many people who, they're first-time students at Cameron, or they're not even very familiar with a computer, so they take an online class and they're really kind of lost. So I'm doing this video to attempt to try and give you a little bit of guidance on where to go, what to do with your online Blackboard shell. Now, not all classes are going to use all the links that I'm going to talk about, and some classes are going to use some of the links more than others. So keep that in mind. Not all of these are going to be identical for all classes. All right, but these links that I'm going to cover are fairly standard, or at least they're standard right now. If Cameron decides to change the standard organization of the Blackboard shell, then I guess I'll make a new video. But most of the courses right now have the same basic layout, and so most of them will include the links that we're talking about. But again, like I said, not all classes will use all of the links, and some classes will use some of the links more than others. All right, so just be aware of that that shift in preference that will occur with each class. All right, so here we go. All right, so first, this is the announcement page. As you can see, this is student preview. As a faculty member, I don't have a real student account, so I can only show you a student preview. But when you log in to a particular class, you're going to come to this announcement page. And this is a good place to start, because this is where your professor puts messages that they thought were important enough for you to be aware of. Now, yes, you'll get an email about each of these announcements, but those emails go to your Cameron account. And not everybody checks their Cameron account. So, especially if you're a person who doesn't often check their Cameron email account, be sure to come to the announcement section and read all of the announcements each time you log in. Now, you can always get to the announcements here by this link on the left-hand side. In fact, all these links on the left-hand side are what we're going to be covering in this video. Now, if you log in and you don't see these links, it's more than likely because they've been hidden. All right, and you can unhide them simply by pressing that arrow. Easy peasy. All right. Oh, coffee, nectar of the gods. Okay, now we're going to. So even though you come here immediately, like I said, it's a good place to start. We're going to start at the Start Here section. And that's name. Here you're going to have the course syllabus and other supporting documents that will help you begin the class. So here this is an important document for those taking this particular course, but that may not be in the Start Here section for your course. Whatever information your professor has thought would be necessary to start the class will probably be in here, any supporting documentation. For example, there's an old Blackboard guide video in here. That'll be replaced with this one once I'm done. And again, any kind of information that can help you start will be in here. Then, as I mentioned earlier, you can go to the announcement section. This course syllabus link is a little bit redundant because the Start Here section will often have the course syllabus, but if it doesn't, you can check here, and usually you can find the course syllabus. The CU Supplements link takes you to this document that Cameron University makes for all classes, and it has a bunch of university-wide policies and a few select important dates for you to be aware of. So, for example, I'm recording this at the beginning of the summer session. So the last date to withdraw from a class in this summer session is July 18th. Okay. Now, if you want all of the important dates to have, you can click on the academic calendar, and that takes you to a page on the Cameron University website. It gives you all of the important dates. So you just find the semester and year that you are currently in, and scroll down to find the appropriate date. Now, these next three links are probably the most important. So the course content section is probably where you're going to spend most of your time. This is where basically all of the assignments are posted, any study materials are posted, any useful links might be posted. This is basically where almost all of the information that you're going to be using in addition to your book will be found. All right, so you're going to spend a lot of your time here. If you are in a class that has a discussion board, you you will click on the discussion board link, and that'll have all the discussion boards for that particular class. Be sure to check your syllabus. In fact, let me reiterate this, and this is going to be true for literally every class. When you find that syllabus, print it off, hold on to that bad boy. That syllabus is your lifeline. It tells you everything you need to know about every aspect of the class. So always hold on to that syllabus. Now, bring that up because if your class has a discussion boards, it'll say so in the syllabus. And more than likely, it'll also say when you have to do each of those discussion boards. So please make sure you print off or at least have a readily available copy of the course syllabus. A lot of students spend a lot of time, or I imagine students spend a lot of time in the My Grade section. Now, one cautionary statement I'm going to make real quick is that this weighted total and total, the numbers that you'll find here, are not always accurate. And this is because the algorithm that Blackboard uses to calculate the total and weighted total don't always match the grade scheme used by your professors. So, you know, even if you see a number on here that says, oh, you have a bad grade or you have a good grade, be sure to manually calculate your own grade using the grading scheme laid out in the syllabus. Again, I can't stress it enough. You need that syllabus. Keep the syllabus. Do not lose it. It is your lifeline. So if you really want to know if this weighted total and total numbers are accurate, calculate your own grade using the grading scheme laid out in your syllabus. All right. Now, if you ever want to contact your professor, click on the Contact Faculty, and we're required to include contact information in here. So here's my contact information. And if you wanted to send me an email, you just click right there. For you and your class, your professor's email is going to be right there, so you just click on it, and there you go. If you want to contact any of your other classmates, you would click Contact Classmates. Now, you'd get a number of different options, and I can't click on these because it would show you the students in this particular course, and I can't show you their names. But if you were going to look for someone specific in your class to send an email to, you would click on Select Users, and that would bring you to a page that had each of the other students' names in a list, and you could click on their name and write out an email to them. All right, those are the major links that I wanted to show you in this video, and therefore that's it. That's it for this video. Hopefully you find it informative. If you have any questions, you are always welcome to send me a question. If you're watching this video for a class that isn't mine, please send your professor an email with your question. That's what we professors are here for, to answer your questions and to help you learn. That includes helping you learn the skills to the foundational skills for taking the class. All right. So sometimes some professors will kind of allocate those training you how to use Blackboard to people who are more qualified for that, like the Blackboard support staff or the technical staff. And so they might direct you to them. And sometimes that's probably the best thing because the technical staff may know more. As professors, we're experts in our field of study, not necessarily in Blackboard. So, but if you ask your professor will be able to direct you to the person who will be able to help you the most. And that is it, my friends. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to send them my way or to your professor. But that is it. So, hopefully this was, like I said, hopefully this was helpful. But that is it for this video. So have a good one.